What's up, man? It's your boy Grills, TLO Grills, man. For y'all who don't know me, I'm about to put motherfuckers on some game, man. Especially the ones who see the value in it. You know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm just put it out there on what I'm doing and how I look at lease purchase, pretty much. You know what I mean? You might have a high truck note. My truck no high. You know, it's a 2020 photo. You know, I got a brand new. My truck no like 842 a week. You know, so that's extremely high on the operator industry. You know, when you got a truck note or you lease purchasing, pretty much what I'm doing, and you trying to be profitable. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm out in Grand Prairie, Texas. I picked this load up in, I'm gonna just say Augusta. I was over by South Carolina when I picked it up, though. Actually in South Carolina, but closer to Augusta. And it was like right at 1,000 miles, like flat. So I brought it out here to Grand Prairie, Texas. I picked this up Friday, what Friday was? The 28th, February 28th. I got out here on March 1st, Saturday night. So I got out here last night by about 11:50 p.m. You know what I mean? It don't deliver till Monday. The rate is $16.50, like $1.63 a mile. Really, really that's terrible. But coming out of Georgia right now, that wasn't bad, you know, getting out of Georgia. So I knew if I can bounce out of Texas, you know, I can shoot up north and grab something from Grand Prairie, Texas area, shoot me up north probably around, I was looking to go up around Jersey or PA somewhere, possibly even New York, up off of 81 North. You know, I can get something going up there for about $3,000, anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000. I seen some stuff around like 35, but they had a lot of multiple stops on it that I wasn't feeling, so I didn't end up doing that. But what I ended up doing was landing the load going over to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, for $2,400 that I'll be picking up Monday, March 3rd. I'm saying these dates because I really don't know when I'm gonna drop this video. I might drop it right now, currently Saturday. It just depends when I start editing how I feel, you know, or I might premiere it to drop Monday. Go ahead and do all the work and just let it drop Monday. But the 3rd, so you might be seeing it Monday morning. Don't know, could be seeing it Saturday, Sunday, but I'm aiming for Monday. So but yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. I'm out here in Grand Prairie, but I just want to give people a breakdown on like the IC programs. If you go and do a lease purchase deal somewhere, you ain't gotta, you know, a lot of people gonna tell you don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Don't do it. You ain't gonna make no money. What I can tell you is you gonna work harder. You gonna work a lot harder, you know. So yeah, look to expect that, because you got a truck note, so you can't just go be lazy. You know, if you want a type person that want to be home all the time and be lazy, this shit ain't gonna be for you. I'm gonna tell you right now. But you know what I mean? Like I be home. I still be home pretty often. You know, since I started here, I'm, you know, the 10th of this month of March would make a month since I've been here. You know, and I've been averaging out about 5,000 a week, and that's crazy because I really ain't been able to run how I want to run, because I've been having to go home and shit for birthdays and holidays. You know, we had Valentine's Day, we had my daughter's birthday. I had 2 daughter birthdays in February. My birthday was just February the 27th. So, you know, I be home for those. I don't really like to miss those type of days. and just, you know, being around the house to handle business and shit. So I really ain't been able to run how I wanted to, and been grossing like 5,000 a week, you know, and even missed the load this week due to the load wasn't available to pick up when I got there in Pelham, Georgia. So it was a little load that was supposed to get me over to, it was a load paying like $700, paying like $3 a mile going from Pelham, Georgia over to Savannah, but I wound up missing it. It was a cotton load. I wound up missing it because the place had been backed up and they just had a lot of shit going on to the point that I wasn't able to get the load. So I'm just waiting to receive the turnover pay on that. But that's rare. You know, I used to do a lot of cotton loads when I had my own authority, and I don't never remember running into an issue like that. So I know that's pretty rare, man. And yeah, so I wind up just dead heading over to Augusta to pick up my Texas load. I didn't want to lose this load. I knew this load was gonna set me up and put me in position to make that $5 grand for the week. So gross for the week. So shit, I did head it over. You know, I had to handle a little business that Friday morning. Did head it over. Got over there about 2 p.m. Got loaded. Headed out Friday evening. I made it to like from Augusta to like Birmingham, Alabama, where I made it at Friday night. Shut down. I was kind of tired when I picked it up, so I knew I wasn't gonna try to like run no long ass way, or you know. I really only could do what my clock was allowing me to do anyway. You know, my clock was like, I had like 30 minutes left when I shut down, but it was a wreck. It was a wreck right there off 20 outside of Atlanta, a little bit before you get to Pale City, Alabama, I want to say, shit like that. Somebody was on a motorcycle, man. It looked like somebody got a semi-truck hit a guy on a motorcycle, and from the looks of it, don't look like he made it because the motorcycle was towed up, and ain't no way in hell he was on that motorcycle and survived that shit, you know. But you know, hopefully he did, man. You know, hopefully he did. Hopefully it was a miracle. But yeah, I was stuck in that for a little while, and that helped me up. That happened Friday night, and that helped me up a little bit. So by the time I got out of that, I had lost probably about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. So I wound up just shutting down out right there in Pale City at the Quick Trip. If y'all familiar with the area, y'all know it's a Quick Trip right there in Pale City. You know, I like the Quick Trip, so. But I shut down right there, and then Saturday morning, I took off and shot out here, made it out here last night, like I said. But you know, when I pick this load up, you know how we do it, CloudTrucks, you know, when I pick this load up, you know, you can get paid when you pick it up. You can take like half, really. So I took like $800 and some dollars, I want to say. As soon as I picked the load up, you know, I took half. I wound up losing my fuel card, man. So that shit pissed me off Friday night. So I had the money I had just, I took the $800. I had to just send it to my bank account instantly. So thank God that that's a thing over here. You know what I mean? You can pick up the load and get your money instantly. You ain't gotta wait. So I took the $800, sent it straight to my bank. I think I had like $1,500 I had left in there. I just sent it all to the bank because I felt like, hell, I ain't got no card. I gotta wait on my new card to come. So I just sent everything I had on the balance. I just sent it all in there to my bank that I had available left in there. So I'm like, yeah, so that's what I'm using now. My regular bank card to pay for fuel, to take my money out so I can get back home to get my new card. So that shit does knock me off. It kind of fucked up my vibe that night. Everything was going great till that happened. But kind of got off track though. But outside of that, man, you know what I mean? I say, so yeah, trying to remember where I was. I got 800, sent it to my bank, sent everything to my bank. So I'm already took 800 off that 1650, which I was going with my fee. I was gonna walk away with like 1300 after they get their fee, and I think I had some deductions coming out of. I think it's already kind of prorated for some deductions to come out for Monday or some shit, like $38 or something. So I don't really know if they got that set up for Monday, because I was done with my deductions for the week. So unless that just was like a preview or display, because I already had paid my deductions for the week, like the trailer fees and all that shit. But so you after like Monday or Tuesday, ain't no more deductions coming out from Cloud, because you done paid them all off like your first load. Most time my first load to cover that shit. So not sure what that was. But I already, I see it when they update tomorrow once I finish the whole load out to get paid. But yeah, how I look at that shit though, with the leasing shit, man. Like my truck of 2024, I think it was like $178,000 dollars. I do like a 3-year lease. After my 3-year lease, I'll be up like in January of 2026. So I had it since 23, May 23. So I can swap it up, I can trade up and get a new truck, or I can finance it, for the other 2 years. It'll be 2 more years if I want to keep it and pay it off. But with my experience, man, with these trucks, with my last truck when I had my own authority, man, bro, I went through so much shit mechanically. I don't know if I'm ready for that shit right now. I don't really, that shit, I got a family, man. I got, 5 kids at the crib, you know what I mean, and 2 outside kids. So I don't really, bro, I'm head of household, so my family depend on me. And so, like having an older truck, yeah, it'd be cool and shit. You can be a lot more lazier, you know what I mean? And you can lay around a lot, you ain't gotta make as much and still be straight. But bro, you have money saved up, and boom, your truck go down, you spending $3,000 and $4,000 like it ain't shit, you know what I mean? Like that shit can bring a lot of stress on the household, you know what I mean? Because I don't really think that shit designed for a family man, you know what I mean? More so if somebody ain't got that many kids, or you single, it might be, great for you, you know what I mean? Because you're not really kicking out that much money. But you have to look at your overhead expenses when you go into this shit, you know what I mean? Like you need to know, if you got a lot of overhead at the house, you might want to look at a type of situation like I got. I don't really have to worry about, I might need $3,000-$4,000 next week. You know what I mean? I need to, I gotta watch my money. I gotta save every dime. Don't get me wrong. I try to save as much as I can anyway, but I don't have to worry about that because my truck warranty. You know what I mean? So anything happen, I'm covered. Most time when I go to the dealership, I ain't paying shit for real. Like, and I got a maintenance account that I put like $300-$400 a week in that shit, you know what I mean? And that's tied into with my truck note and all. But I got over 10 grand in there, so I ain't just saying I'm out here just we ain't got no money, something happened, you fucked up. Know what I mean? But I'm straight on that end. But only thing I usually have to pay for out of that shit is like tires and shit like that, or if I crack my windshield, a rock fly up and hit the windshield or some shit, like stuff like that I cause. But anything like from the factory or some shit like go wrong, or something happened to one of these, some shit up under the hood, I'm pretty much covered on that shit. I don't really have to worry about no turbo. Turbo go out right now, they gonna pay for that shit. Like all that shit gonna be covered on warranty and shit. So I don't have to worry about that. And that's a big thing to not have to worry about, because you can have 10 bands to your name, bro, and have to pay out all that shit right then, like all type of shit. You have to get fixed, tow bills. You have a turbo go out, you have to get towed. Turbo run your ass about down to $4,000, $5,000. Tow bill might hit you for about $2,000, depending on how far you gotta get towed. Hope you ain't gotta get that far towed, you know what I mean? But it shit add up real quick, man. So I don't even know if it's that worth it to be that debt free on your truck right now. Now, back when the rates was through the roof, it was cool, you know what I mean, because you was making the money. But right now, you can make decent in this shit, but it ain't what it used to be. Niggas was getting $4-$5 a load like normally, you know what I mean? Like back when I had my own authority, niggas was doing $4-$5 a mile. I mean $4-$5 a mile, like Like, that shit was nothing. You know, now you struggle to get $2 a mile. You get anything over $2.50, $3, you killing them. You killing them literally right now, you know. I've been doing well, you know. I've been doing well on booking because, you know, I kind of know what to go for and what not to go for. I might take a hit on some of these loads to get where I want to be, but you best believe the area I'm going into, I'm going to make up for that times two damn near, because I took 2 hits. I took one coming out here to Grand Prairie, and then one slightly going back to, going to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. I'll be going Monday. And so shit, that shit paying $2,400. It should have paid about 26. You know what I mean? So I think I'm paying me like $1.83 a mile. So it should have paid about 26. But I was kind of trying to push it on a lot of them loads, and I gave a lot of money. I missed a lot of loads that was paying me over that $2 a mile and shit. I missed that shit. So shit. I missed that shit, man. So, this load right here, it was like, I got this shit like Friday, Friday evening. So I really was trying to lock in something because I really, like I say, I'm fairly kind of new over here. I ain't really want to be, I ain't know how it work yet, you know, like out here and shit like that. And a lot of these weekends, a lot of people be taking off. It don't really be that much shit moving. Like, you know, the brokers really don't be many brokers active on the weekend. So I was just like, okay, let me go and lock some shit in because I don't really know. I don't want to get out there then Monday I had to take some bullshit coming back to Kentucky or Tennessee or some shit. So I'm like, I'm just going to lock in a big load coming back across or going north. So I wound up finding one going to Richmond that paying $2,400. So I'm like, damn, it ain't quite 2, but I can get what, 17 cents extra on top of my next load to try to make up for 17 extra cents. So I have to look for some around like $2.17 a mile to try to pad that. That's what I be trying to do. But when I have to, you know, take hits like that. But what happened was I found a load, Surfer. I want to say it's Surfer, Virginia, over by Norfolk. Something like that. I'm probably fucking all these names up. I ain't been over that shit. I ain't been over that side of Virginia since like 2012. But I found a load over there that's I'm picking up, just running a little bit west of east of Virginia, like 300 miles for like $1,300. So I'm winding up getting like $3.66 a mile that I'm gonna do inside of the state of Virginia. You know what I mean? So that shit'll make up for a lot of bullshit that you know, it'll make up for a hit that I took coming out here to Texas and going back over. So that worked out great. So I'm gonna do that load like Tuesday, Wednesday. I do it Wednesday. I probably pick it up Tuesday, finish it Wednesday, something like that. And then I wind up landing another load from Virginia down to Jacksonville that's paying like $12.30. I know it's over $2 a mile. It's like $2.24 a mile going like McLennan, Florida. So actually a little bit shorter than Jacksonville. So I'd be ending my week with that one. Actually, I would have went another way and made more money, but my son's birthday is the 7th, March 7th. So that's Friday. So that'll put me home Friday night. So that, you know, that should have hurt me, man. That should have hurt me if I don't make it, you know, over money shit. So, I got to make sure I'm home for that, man, you know, because, you know, I feel bad if, you know, I'm out here and booking a load going north and knowing damn well I'm not going to make my son's birthday, you know. He was just singing happy birthday to me on my birthday when I was home. And at first he didn't want to sing it, you know, and we was in the car and shit. And I was like, yo, Ren, you ain't gonna tell me happy birthday, man? Like, yo, what's up? I was like, man, you don't tell me happy birthday, I ain't gonna make it home. I'm not coming home for your birthday. My son, too, he'll be 3 in March 7th. So, so he, you know, I don't think he like doing stuff like, I don't think he like doing stuff when you ask him type shit, like, you know, hey, do this. Like, a lot of stuff he be wanting to do, but I don't think if you, like, just put him on the spot, he don't want to do it like that. He want to do it on his own time. So I like, okay. So I turn around in the car and shit. You know, his mom was in the store, so I'm like, yeah. And that thing, you know, I hear him in the back. Happy birthday, daddy. So I'm like, so, you know, that's another thing that's kind of bothering me. Like, you know, I got to make it there, man. And, you know, I got to make it there, you know, to be there with him. You know, even if I don't be there the whole day, you know, I already ordered his toy and shit, you know. He get one of them, what they call them, excavators and shit. You know, he be seeing on the cartoon, Blimpy and shit. He like to watch. So, yeah, I already ordered that. So, that'll be there. Hopefully, I'll be there to put that together Friday for him. And I know he gonna enjoy that shit. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I'ma just, you know, I'm happy. I took a little hit to be able to get back. I kind of took a hit, but then again, I didn't. Cause I'm still making like 4,900, 49.30, 49.50 somewhere now for the week. So, you know, I'll be home Friday night. I got to deliver that load Saturday morning, but I'm cool with that because it's only like 100 miles from my house. So, you know, while my family sleep, I just get up and run that shit down there. By the time, you know, they get me off, I'll be back by the time everybody get up and move around. So I'm saying that to say, man, you know, I'm squeezing in things like this that I want to do. I always wanted to do with my family and shit over here at CloudTrucks, to have that time and, you know, to have that option to be able to do stuff like that and still make the money I'm trying to make. You know, it means a lot to me. Because when I was at Ascend, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Because for one, we was able to book our own loads, but they had they loads on there. So you only going where they want you to go. It's they load board. You know what I mean? So it ain't no. And even when I did have Florida loads that I wanted to take, they wanted to keep me out of Florida as much as they could. And I stay like, probably not even 60 miles from the Florida line. So it's kind of like I'm down there in Florida. I stay in Florida. Like, you tell me not to go down there. My family there. This is the whole reason I'm doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so my family can be straight. You tell me to stay away. So I knew that wasn't gonna last long. That shit had an expiration date from damn near the time I started. But, you know, I fucked with them because I was making decent money over there at first. I was doing like $3,000 a week. They had a Florida account. I was able to take shit home and shit at times over with a sand truck. And they had a Florida account down in Tampa. I was able to damn to make $3,000 a week and be home on the weekend and deliver that load Monday morning. So it was working, man. But, you know, seemed like shit be too good to be true, man. You know, shit start out good, then before you know it, man, you know, shit just changing. Like, it slowly go to changing. They start taking up the insurance money a little more. They start goddamn taking out the lanes. That's what they did. They took the Tampa lane away. Said we no longer gonna have the McDonough, Georgia to Tampa no more. So that just was killing me on getting home. So it just got to a point where it went from me able to make $3,000 a week to 25. 25 to 22, 22 to 2,000. Now, you know, and right before I left, when we found out about them going to the 25 cent, that shit was gonna drop me down to around like 13 to 1,400. So I wasn't really willing to do that. So that's why I say, man, being over here where I'm at, this shit mean a lot to me to have this much freedom with my truck. And being able to get home how I want to get home, me being able to book my own shit, you know what I mean? I know how to book my own self. I did that shit for years with my own authority off these same load boards. Off that, C.H. Robinson, Coyote. I like to convoy Uber, but Uber now been a lot of bullshit lately. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, they been some crazy ass bullshit. I ain't ran much Uber shit. I probably ran like one Uber load. They don't really be, they usually be coming through, but nah, they ain't really. I ain't trying to get nobody shit. But this is why I do what I do, man. And I appreciate CloudTrucks system program, all that. I appreciate it because it works for me. Shit might not be perfect, man. I might have some weeks I might not do as best as other weeks, but for the most part, I'm a, you know what I mean? I know how to sacrifice and adjust to my situation. You know what I mean? And for the most part, as long as it's on the up and up end, you know, I'm gonna be out here. You know, I can see myself being out here for a good minute to come. I got a plan. Don't get me wrong. You know, not trying to be forever. But if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? But how I'm structured with this shit, I'm really not looking to pay off my truck. I'm gonna probably renew and get a new truck Cause it's cheaper for me to have a newer truck than an older truck. You know what I mean? Shit's cheaper. So I probably get a newer truck in the 26th, January of 2026. I probably swap this one in. I probably would keep swapping it in and just take money, take my profits that I can invest and like put them in the market and run them up. You know what I mean? Run that shit up to like $50,000, $100,000. You know, just keep investing. You know, you gotta invest somewhere, or you can, if you don't want to invest, buy you a truck. Like, while you doing this somewhere you lease to, making decent money. Say you have some money you saving on the side, you're able to save 5-10 grand a year, whatever you're able to save. If you can do it in a few months, you know what I mean? Whatever you can do with your expenses, your living expenses, and take that money and go buy you an older truck. You know what I mean? And something like 2015, something you can go spend like 25, 30,000. And sit that motherfucker and keep doing what you're doing, because you want to build your money up. You want to get your money up around 25 to 50,000. Whatever you may feel may be comfortable for you. I would say 50, because you never know. Your damn truck you just brought may need an engine in 6 months. So yeah, but you gotta build it up somewhere. And I just want to invest somewhere. I don't know if I want to grab a truck and sit it and do that route. I think I just want to invest the money, because I don't want to have $25,000, $30,000 truck just sitting on the side, really not doing them. And I can take that 20 or 30,000 and put it somewhere and let it grow interest. You know what I mean? Go put it in like Bitcoin, or you know, XRP, or you know, something you believe in that you feel like gonna pop soon. And I feel like, you know, XRP is one. You know what I mean? Bitcoin. So I probably would feel comfortable setting 5 to 10,000, 20,000 in that. You know what I mean? And just give it time. You got time. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, it pull back some. It's cool. You got time. You weren't looking to make no move anyway. But say that shit take off. You know, right now XRP like what, $2.80 something a share. You know, type shit. So you say that shit, you put 20,000 in right now, and that shit take off and run to $10. How they like it? What a lot of people talking about it doing. You know what I mean? So you can double your money and you can be out of this shit before you know it. You know what I mean? Then I would go take 25, 30,000, buy a 2015 truck. And worst case scenario, you have to put a motor in the bitch in 6 months. You got 100 bands. I mean, that's how I look at it. I'm really not rushing into that. You know what I mean? But it is a goal, because you get more freedom with that. More freedom. I have more time with the kids. I can work lesser because I ain't got no truck note, hire truck note. So that's how that benefit on that. You know what I mean? But that's why I do what I do, you know. Because look, I can be, either way I'm going to work my ass off wherever I go. I'm going to work. You going to work. They going to drive. You got to run 3,000 miles. You working like a bitch wherever you going to go. I run lesser than that now because I'm getting on the percentage. But like I say, I took this load. I walk away with like $900, because I put like $400 in fuel to get out here. I walked away with $900. You know, yeah, when you do percentage wise on what I made on profit, that's terrible. You know what I mean? But when you put it like this, I could have been with a company and ran all week 2,500 miles for $900. I made that shit in Friday, Saturday night, 2 days, nigga. You know what I mean? So I'd rather do it this way and have the potential to make more. Yeah, I might pay a lot of motherfuckers, but so what? I would have been not even touching that money if I was a company driver. You know what I mean? So long as you're being smart and still trying to book your shit and get your $2 plus a mile, you know, you'll still be all right. Don't be out here trying to run shit for $1 now. Talking about, oh, that shit pay $2,000, but it's going down there 4,000 damn mile, 3,000 fucking mile. Nah, don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Because then this shit ain't gonna work for you then. So you want to try to be over that $2 a mile mark. But this how I see it. This shit makes sense to me. And it's just a breakdown on this shit. You know what I mean? How I look at it and why I'm in it and why it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, somebody else can see what I see, the value in this shit. And a lot of people probably disagree, and that's cool, because, you know, everybody got their own opinion. We all see shit different. Shit may not make no sense to somebody. Shit might make 100 times more sense than it make to me to somebody. It's all, you know, we all value different shit. You know what I mean? And that's just how I see it. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much it, man. You know, I'll be goddamn coming back. you know, I probably do more content like dropping stuff like, yo, like this, like how I say this load, showing this load paying 16. I also have some, well, y'all be done see them pop up on the screen by now, but I putting the receipts on the screen, what I mean. But I be doing stuff like loads, you know, instead of showing motherfucker my whole week's pay. Oh, he made $5,000. Oh, he made $6,000. Oh, I really don't want to get like, I don't want people to think I be on here trying to flex and shit about money, because when I had my own authority, the shit I'm making now is making twice as that. So I'm not flexing, nigga. You know what I mean? This is not a flex. Trust me, nigga. So I did 5,000, nigga. I'm barely bringing home 3,000 out of that shit. It's not a flex, bro. You know, just trying to help motherfuckers who on the same journey as shit I'm on. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, you really just, if the shit don't apply to you, just keep scrolling. You know what I mean? This shit ain't for you. It ain't for you. You know what I mean? If it ain't for you, 9 times out of 10, you doing a whole lot better than I am, and I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can be there one day. But for the ones that it makes sense to, yeah, man, think about that shit. But like I say, I'm gonna start doing more videos when I'm just showing my pay, because I don't want to show my whole pay, because I don't want to be going back and forth with niggas about, oh, you think he doing it? You think? Nah, you know, I'm just be posting shit like, okay, if that load paid me $2,800 to go 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles, I'm gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shoot that for about 10 minutes, drop it, boom. That's how I want to do it. I don't want to show nigga my whole week's of pay and shit, cause it really ain't even about that. You know, I show it a few times, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? But that ain't really what I'm on, man. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and turn that notification bell on so y'all can catch everything I drop, man. You know, especially if you're looking to come over to Cloud, or you just like my content, you know, you just like, you know, how I see this shit, you know. Come in, man. Subscribe. Appreciate y'all.